Patterson, do you have any questions?
Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Commissioner Board. This is Bruce Patterson, Garwood, New Jersey. My comments will actually be similar and related to the later ordinance 824-2021. In that you are looking at revenue refunding bonds totaling $48 million. This $48 million is a suspect number that you really should shelve these two ordinances, because any action pending clarification on the two ordinances, 822 and 824. The reason being that I had been involved with the UCIA meeting with the DLGS back in 2018 when the two entities settled on the cost of the courthouse to be revised upward from $35 million to $42 million, which the DLGS reviewed and subsequently signed off on. Now we're looking at a new number of $48 million coming out of the UCIA, a serious increase of $6 million that no one at the DLGS agreed to back then. Is this 48 million number a typo and should actually be 42? Is this similar to the scheme that previous UCIA Director DeFilippo tried to pull on the DLGS, making a 10 million Union County college cost bloated to be 20 million? She was caught on that and subsequently was forced to retire ignominiously. The public must know what is this sudden extra $6 million and where is it coming from as to who is paying for it. Speaking of the UCIA, there are some kind of shenanigans going on over there with the UCUA and all your buddy employees over there. We're looking into it to see if authorities are to be called in on that. But please, I need the answer on why it's run from 42 to 48. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Patterson, I'll ask Director Taylor to answer that question, please.
Absolutely. Through you, Chairman. First, it's important to note this transaction is an advanced refunding. We're refunding bonds in the amount of $43,125,000 callable on May 1st, 2022. As such, there's a need to raise additional funds to put into the refunding escrow. Specifically, additional proceeds are needed for the cost of issuance, as well as to make up for the differential between bond closing date of the bond closing date and May 1st, 2022. It's estimated that the amount of the bonds needed will actually be $46,180,000. However, to protect us against market conditions and fluctuations, we are using a not to exceed amount of $48 million. The difference, once the bonds are closed, will be canceled.
Okay, thank you, Director. Mr. Clerk, could we please move down the line?
Certainly, Chairman. The next individual in our queue is Barbara Schwartz.
Okay, Ms. Schwartz, I don't know if you have a comment, but you're eligible to do that right now.
Actually, the only question I was going to ask was about the vaccine, and you addressed it in the previous meeting.
Oh, okay, we'll have a more of an open time for those questions too, and we can go into more detail if you wish. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go on to the next person, Jim.
The next individual would be Cynthia Dawkins.
Okay, Ms. Dawkins. Okay, I don't hear anything. So let's move on to the next person, please.
The next individual would be Mr. Edward Grimes.
Oh, good afternoon. Is this open comment for anything or just what you're talking about?
No, just this particular ordinance, sir.
I'm gonna wait. Thank you.
Okay, terrific. Thank you. There'll be time for you. Let's move forward.
Chairman, the next individual in our queue is a Jamie Van Shiver.
Not in this matter right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. The next individual is a Quanae Palmer Chambliss.
Okay.
Hi, sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm saving my comment for general. It's for general purposes, not this particular ordinance. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Chairman, finally, the last individual in our queue is a Salam Ismail.
Okay, Mr. Ishmael, I don't know if you have questions on this particular ordinance. You have something. later?
No, I don't. Later on.
Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, so that's all the public comment. I'll look for a motion to close the public portion.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Kowalski, and seconded by Commissioner Granados. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll for that.
This is to close the public comment portion. Commissioner Garrettson,
Yes.
Commissioner Granados,
Aye.
Commissioner Hudak,
Aye.
Commissioner Kowalski,
Yes.
Commissioner Leone,
Aye.
Commissioner Palmieri Muedad,
Aye.
Commissioner Staton,
Yes.
Vice Chair Williams,
Aye.
Chair Mirabella.
Aye.
Chairman, you have 9 votes in the affirmative.
Okay, I'll ask Commissioner Hudak, member of the chair of the fiscal committee, to move ordinance number 822-2021 for final reading.
Thank you, Chair. Noting that there are no additional comments, I formally close that portion of the meeting and sorry, just reading the script. Trying not to improvise. I move ordinance number 822-2021 for final reading.
Okay, and we'll authorize the clerk of the board to advertise the same in accordance with the law. Can I have a second, please?
I'm sorry, I'm screwed up by this.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Granados. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Garrettson,
Yes.
Commissioner Granados,
Aye.
Commissioner Hudak,
Aye.
Commissioner Kowalski.
Yeah.
Commissioner Leone,
Aye.
Commissioner Palmieri Muedad,
Aye.
Commissioner Staton.
Yeah.
Commissioner Vice Chair Williams,
Aye.
and Commissioner Chairman Mirabella.
Aye.
Chairman, you have 9 votes in the affirmative on the ordinance.
Very good. We'll move on to ordinance 823-2021 or 2021. Mr. Clerk.